Let us do Prarthana and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Mannado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Chara Acharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Traitatiram originator, author of more than 100 divine holy scriptures, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are learning Gnana Yogam chapter in Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita. Last week we learned about the Chatur Varnyam Maya Trishtam Gunakarma Vibhagashah Tasya Kartaram Apimam Vidya Kartaram Avyayam. So this was the verse we learned last week, which is very important one. This is the 13th Shlokamu in Gnana Yogam chapter. So God said that based on the karma and the gunas, that's emotions, he created four varnas. Varnas means colors, we can say. We came to know that people misunderstood what Lord Krishna said. Lord Krishna preached the wisdom which is applicable to the internal, not to the external. And all the wisdom he taught us is related to the subtle, not to the physical world. So when he taught the wisdom and he said, he drew a line around our body, which is called Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavan drew the line. Gita means the boundary of the body. So everything, every verse you have to apply inside your body, not to the external world. Then only you will clearly understand the true notion of the God. And also, people misunderstood and they divided the society into four castes in India itself. For that, they said that, so as God said, based on guna and karmas, they said that we can divide the society based on the one who does good tasks, who does lower level task, higher level task. Based on the tasks, they said that Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra are the castes. And also they cleverly on saying that even though by birth he is a Brahmin, if he does lower level task, he can be called as the Shudra. They are saying that. If that is the case, as God said, this wisdom should be applicable to entire creature, whole creature. That means every kind of creature, the wisdom should be applied to that for every creature. So if you divide the society, the humans, as four categories, as you are saying that God himself told this, how can you categorize them into four parts? The animals like birds, um, buffaloes, cows, mice, are so many different types of creatures are there, right? How do you divide them into four categories? So whatever they understood is completely wrong. They don't know real meaning of varna here. God, he wore the peacock feather on his head portion. He showed the peacock feather importance. The peacock feather contains four parts in it. The center part, which is the thicker in color, and after that there are three more layered colors are there. So those are light colors like that. And he And we knew that there is a dispositions wheel inside our head that contains four divisions in it: tamasa, rajasa, satvika, and yoga portions. If a mortal soul spends more time in tamasa portion, he is called tamasic person. If he spends more time in rajasa division of disposition, he will be called rajasa person. If he spends more time in Satvika, he will be called Satvika person. If he spends more time in yoga portion, which is in the middle, he will be called yogi, like that. And God and Lord Krishna wore the peacock feather to show the people that even though I am doing every task, I will not be attached to any karma. If you do like me, you also will not be attached to the karma. And also he said one Shlokam in second chapter, Tattvavittu Mahabaho Gunakarma Vibhagayoho Guna Guneshu Vartanta iti Matvana Sajjate. That means the one who knows, the one who knows about the gunas and karmas, how they are inside the body, and he will be the knower of the Atma itself. So he will not be attached to any karma, even though he is doing the task. To convey that meaning, Lord Krishna put the peacock feather on his head and showed to us. But the people misunderstood and divided the society in four castes. That is totally wrong. And also the Atma, which is in the center of all the three gunas, Atma will not be attached to any karma. And Atma is going to provide energy to the body and make it work. So Atma will not experience anything. So from every task, the experience will be for the mortal soul only. So only the mortal soul is going to experience happiness or sorrow based on that task, but not the immortal soul, which is in the center of the dispositions wheel. So let us move forward today. We'll learn 14th Slokam. Namam karma nilimpanti name karma phale spruha iti mam yo abhijanati karma bhirna sabadhyate. So what he is saying over here, so he put on the peacock feather on his head to show that I am being a yogi, I will not be attached to any karma, he said. So whoever knows the process I am following, he also will do what I am doing. So when he does that, he also will not be attached to the any karma. See, such a great thing right here. So if you learn how Lord Krishna did, what Lord Krishna taught, what he taught, what he did, if you learn about that, then you also will do same like Lord Krishna. When you do same like Lord Krishna, as Lord Krishna is not getting attached to any karma, you are also not getting attached to any karma. You won't get attached to any karma. You also will be away from the karma. So that's what he is saying over here in 14th Slokam. Let us move on to 15th Slokam. Evam natva krutam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi Kuru karmaiva tasmatvam purvaihi purvataram krutam. What he is saying? How the one who desires liberation follows the process what I followed it. You also do the same, because the one who wants liberation, he also must go through what Lord Krishna said, because unless if your karma is not destroyed, you are not going to get liberation. So there are two methods told by Lord Krishna to practice, to follow them. They are Brahma Yogam and Karma Yogam. If you follow that, your karma will get destroyed and you will get liberation. As Lord Krishna already told how you cannot attach to the karma, in which by which way you want to get attached to the karma. So there were many people in the past also who followed exactly same like Lord Krishna, and they got the result from that. They got the benefit from that. Then as they got the benefit, you also do the same, he is saying. You also do the same, follow the same thing, so that you also won't get attached to the karma. That's what Lord Krishna is saying over here. Let us move on to the. Do you have any questions? If you have any questions, please let me know. Let us go to the 16th Shlokamu and see what he is saying over here. Kim karma kim akarmeti kavayopi atra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshyami yadnatva mokshashe asubhat. What he is saying here. So there are so many experienced knowers of the wisdom in the society. They are also in the totally illusion, because they too don't know what is karma, which way we can get attached to karma and which way we don't get attached to karma. That also that they don't know. They are in doldrums, we can say. They are in confused situation or status. They don't know that. So such kind of complex thing I am going to explain to you so that you can get liberated. See, such a great thing Lord Krishna is telling to us. In our daily life we do so many tasks. Not only we do, everybody, so-called experienced knowers of the wisdom in the society also, they also will be in so many complex situations and complex problems in their life itself. But they don't know by which way they are getting attached to karma, by which way they don't get attached to karma. So those things they got confused. They are mistaken in that. They are in totally illusion. So they don't know that. Since they don't know that, what they are saying in the conferences, in the meetings, simply they are saying that you guys do good deeds, don't do bad deeds. If you do good, you will get heaven. If you do bad, you will get hell. And they say that if you do good, you will get punyam, so that you will get more and more luxuries. If you do bad things, you will get hell. With that hell, so you will undergo in many obstacles in your life. That's what they are continuously preaching. But in Bhagavad Gita, nowhere it's said that nowhere Bhagavad Gita says that you do good deed, you do good thing, or you do bad thing. Bhagavad Gita never says. Lord Krishna never said that. Lord Krishna said, you got the karma, that is initiative karma. According to that initiative karma, you are experiencing happiness or sorrow. The initiative karma is the one which is playing you. So based on that initiative karma, the tasks are happening. Nobody cannot stop the task, since it is determined to happen from you. So it's decided already. The initiative karma is decided karma, we can say, decided to happen. We can say that karma which is decided to happen at the time of birth. So you, in your whole life, you will be played by initiative karma only. So the initiative karma is written at the time of birth itself. Whole life will happen based on that karma. Whatever the things are there in that, it will happen like that. So even if you tell to somebody that you do good work, don't do bad work, if the bad work is decided from his karma, then he will definitely do bad work. You cannot stop that. Here in the battlefield also, Lord Krishna encouraged Arjuna to go for battle. During the battle, he has to kill many people. Out of that, he will get more and more sin. Because it has violence in it. It's a bad task only, right? Even though, why Lord Krishna encouraged him, provoked him to do the battle, go to fight. Why he did that? Because there is some logic we need to know. There is some process, the method we need to know. According to that method, if you do it, you don't get attached to the karma. That is why Lord Krishna said, there are so many knowers of the wisdom. They are called Gnanis. Even Gnanis also get confused over here. They don't know by how they are attaching, how they are getting attached to karma, how they cannot get attached to the karma. So whenever we know, not only Arjuna, everybody knows that, then everybody will get away from the karma itself, future karma. Future karma is not going to attach it to anyone who follows what Lord Krishna told us. So Lord Krishna said that I am going to tell you what is karma, what is not karma. So we should follow what is not karma. We should not follow what is karma. So if we follow the karma way, then we will be in the nature itself. That's why he is going to completely explain about karma here in the 17th Shlokamu. Karmano hyapi bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha akarmanacha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. This Shlokam talks about nature, karma yogam, brahma yogam. Because when you get attached to the karma, you will again and again take birth in the nature itself and experience the karma. If you follow karma yogam, your karma is going to get destroyed. If you follow brahma yogam, your karma is going to get destroyed. In these two ways, karma yogam and brahma yogam, your karma gets nullified. Once everything becomes zero, then you will get liberation. So the nature way, it will attach the karma. So again and again you get birth on the earth. So in this Shloka he is saying that you should know about karma. You should know about vikarma. You should know about akarma. It's very difficult to know about the ways of karma. That's what he is telling over here. So that's why he said that it's too much confused thing. It is a complex thing. It makes you confusion so much. That is why he said Gahana Karmano Gatihi. To learn about the karma is very complex one, very difficult one. So when the people who interpreted earlier, when they came to this Slokam, when they were trying to interpret this Slokam, so they got in more confusion. They did not understand what to write about karma, vikarma, akarma. Simply they just jumped out of the real context, real notion of the Lord Krishna, and they interpreted that scientifically bounded karma, unscientifically bounded karma. So they wrote like that. So in reality, if we think about what they interpreted, so is it really perfect, that one? As Lord Krishna told many places that karma is going to be executed at any cost. You cannot avoid that. When you cannot avoid that, you must undergo the karma. You must undergo the karma itself. Karma will place you. So there are no scientific or unscientific karmas like that. Karma is the one initiative karma. It will come into enforce. When it gets into enforce, when it will enforce the task to happen. It does that. So when it does that, nobody cannot escape from that. So that is why Lord Krishna said that. So even the Panditas, the knowers of the wisdom, also got totally confused. They are in illusion. They could not explain in a proper way. So there will not be the thing like this work needs to be done, this work need not to be done. Since this work is good, so it should be done. This work is bad, it should not be done. There is nothing like that in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, God said already many times. If you have good karma, if that good karma is coming into execute now, you cannot escape. You will experience luxuries. If the bad karma is coming to execute now, it will definitely will get executed. Then you will undergo into the obstacles. You will get the sorrow out of that. You cannot avoid that. So whatever they interpreted, that interpretation is not perfect. It does not set for the notion of Lord Krishna what he said. So let us see what are these three things: karma, vikarma, and akarma. So Swami explained in such a great way so that this wisdom 100% according to the science itself, super science. Okay. So in the Shlokamu there are three parts. God mentioned about three parts: karma, vikarma, akarma. So the first part about the karma. So the ordinary human being, when he is doing the task, since he doesn't know any wisdom to avoid the karma, what he does, he experiences karma, he experiences happiness or sorrow as he is listening to the ego. So ego is the one which will deviate from, which deviates him. And the mortal soul, we know that mortal soul does not do any task, only he experiences happiness or sorrow. But if he is falling prey to the ego, and the mortal soul is in illusion that he did the task really, he listens to the ego, then he claims the task on his name. When he is claiming the task on his name, the fruits of that task, the output of that task, the result of that task will be sin or virtue, punyam or papam, that will be written on mortal soul's name. So what is happening here? The karma, the future karma is attached to the mortal soul. Since he is thinking that he is the doer of the task, when he thinks that he is the doer of the task, definitely he is the responsible for that karma itself, and he has to experience that in his future birth. So as there is a fire is associated with the heat with that. So the every task which is associated with the result outcome, either happiness, either punyam or papam. So the mortal soul is claiming the task. As he did that, he is the one who is getting attached to the karma itself. But if he knows the wisdom, then he follows the karma yogam process, then he will not be attached to the any karma. The many of the people, the ordinary people, since they are in the Maya, which is made from nature, they did not understand the wisdom, they did not know the wisdom, and they are doing the task every day, and they are being played by the karma. They are listening to the ego, they are showing ego in the task, and they are getting the karma again. Since they are getting karma again and again, that is the way of gaining the karma or getting the karma, that is called karma. So that is why God said that first you know how you are gaining the karma, how you are getting attached to the karma, then you can think about the other two things. So that is why he said karmano hyapi bodhavyam. He said karmano hyapi bodhavyam. You should know about karma. You should know about karma. That's what he is saying. And also after that, let's move on to the second one. Bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha. He said bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha. That means you should know about vikarma also. Just now we learned about karma, right? Now let's learn about vikarma. What is vikarma? We need to learn about the vikarma. So in the way of karma, the mortal soul will be experiencing happiness and sorrow, and he is getting future karma out of the result of the task that is happening. That is the way of karma. In the vikarma, what will happen when a Brahma yogi, he sits idle, he stops all the task from his body, then his karma stops there itself. It will not move forward. It will not provoke emotions. When emotions are not working, intellect does not work. When an intellect does not work, that means the mind, which is the mediator, which is the one plays a role to happen the task from the body, because it is attached to the actionable organs and sensible organs. When mind stops its work, the intellect will stop over there. Karma stopped there itself. All the parts of the body are stopped there itself. So in that situation, the task stopped execution, then he is not getting the future karma itself. This kind of method is called vikarma. The vikarma can be done by Brahma yogi. So the vikarma means task is not happening and the new karma is not getting attached to the mortal soul. The third one is, now let's learn about third one, which is called akarma. So akarma is practiced by karma yogis. The ordinary human being and the karma yogi both will be doing the tasks, performing the tasks. Both will be experiencing the happiness or sorrow according to the task. But for the ordinary human being who is the ignorant man, he will show ego out of the task and gain the new karma. But karma yogi, he will be experiencing same like the Gnani or the ignorant man, but karma yogi will not get attached to the future karma since he knows how to escape from the new karma. He does not fall prey to the ego. He does not listen to ego. He knows how to escape it. So here karma yogi, in the karma process, the tasks will execute, but future karma will will not be there. Future karma won't come to the karma yogi. So when the initiative karma makes the things happen, when ignorant man thinks that he is the doer of the task, he is getting attached to the karma. That is the way of getting the karma. And the second one, there is no initiative karma execution. There is no future karma is coming to the mortal soul. Everything is stopped over there. So that is called vikarma. This one happens only to the Brahma Yogi. So when mind stops in the body itself, then he goes into the Brahma Yogam state. Then only this will happen, and he will not know, he won't know what is happening out in the outside world, in the external world. And in the third process, what happens? The third process we came to know, it is akarma. In the akarma, even though tasks are executing from the body, future karma is not coming to him. This one is only for the karma yogis. Only karma yogis can do that. So in this yogam, the ego is stopping there itself. Ego is not responding. Ego won't preach the mortal soul that you did this. It doesn't work there. That's why the future karma is not coming to the mortal soul. So the three methods God said. One method is attaching karma. Another two methods, karma yogam and brahma yogam, both are not attaching karma to the mortal soul. So such a great explanation Swami provided to us. With this we can clearly understand what is karma, what is vikarma, and what is akarma. If you have any questions, you can ask. If not, let us end this session after doing Mangala Prarthana. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodharthanam to everyone.